Monday Gift doing great stuff. So FC Robo Queens will keep you updated with what's happening. But for tomorrow, it's going to be the big one. Edo Queens, they will be. No, not for tomorrow. It's also this night at 6 p.m. It will be Edo Queens taking on Rivers Angels in the Betsy Obaseki Women's Football Tournament in the second semi-final. And tomorrow is the third place match and the final. So it is a festival of football right here in Edo State. Of course, you know, in English Premier League, we always have great football matches, and it's frustrating for Chelsea right now. I think Thomas Tuchel is going to get yellow carded. He's not happy. He's not happy at all. Chelsea got a second goal, but Thomas Tuchel is not happy because the goal has been ruled off for, they said, a foul in the build-up. So he's really agitated, angry, complaining, and the referee just came over and issued him a yellow card for that. It had to do with, they said there was a foul against Cesar Azpilicueta. Didn't see much in that from the replay. But for somebody who hardly scores, and I was just telling my colleagues in the studio that, look, don't celebrate yet, because this guy, even when he scores, there's usually something wrong with the goal. Either it's offside or there's something wrong with the build-up, and that's exactly what happened. And we're talking about Timo Werner. He scored what could have been a fantastic goal, but it has now been ruled off. Earlier, we saw Manchester United in action against Everton. If any team had won, they would have gone top of the table. It looked like Manchester United were going to win. They were leading 1-0, but suddenly Everton got the equalizer, and that's how it remained 1-1. So Manchester United dropping points. We'll be looking at everything happening in the world of sports. Of course, so much football in action going on. Last night we had Friday Night SmackDown, and there have been the draft. So we'll tell you who's on SmackDown and who is on Raw as far as the WWE is concerned. That's the World Wrestling Entertainment. Good afternoon. Welcome to Saturday Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KFM, Benin City. My name is Saliu Ibrahim, but they call me the Sports Abracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. CJ, the Maestro, and Ego Sagbek and the Sports Maestro are here, and together we will be giving you the very latest in the ever-exciting world of sports. Guys, welcome to the show. Let's begin with what's happening at the Betsy Obaseki Women's Football Tournament. And just before we came into the studio, we heard that FC Robo Queens have got a goal against Bayelsa Queens, and that match is taking place at the Western Boys High School. So it is Monday Gift with that goal. That was the score we had before we got into the studio.
Yeah, great one by FC Robo Queens. We know that it's going to be a really tough fight between the ITO Cup champions and FC Robo. We saw what FC Robo what they did against Rivers Angels, though they couldn't hold their own and the tactical change, by Rivers Angels, technical crew really changed that game for them. But all the same, they still have something to play for. If FC Robo goes up to
it's now 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, Bayelsa Queens have got the equalizer.
So it has started again. One thing I like about women's football is they express themselves so much, and you tend to see that if you expect so much goals, sometimes it's comes out that way because of the fact that they are not that tactical like the men. But all the same, I think what we are going to get today, if this game goes into penalties, I won't be surprised. But if Rivers Angels rather should win, I won't also be surprised because they've got a couple of players who I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do in the continental engagements, not just this tournament. But so far so good. I think the better side will take the win for today. Bayelsa Queens are good, so they're not ITO Cup champions for nothing. And FC Robo, yes.
And they beat FC Robo Queens in the final.
Yeah, of the ITO Cup.
Yeah, 4-2, that match ended.
And now FC Robo leading again, and the
it's 1-1.
Bayelsa Queens, they've also equalized. Same thing against Rivers Angels. So I don't know how the CEO or the coach also will have to deal with that, because sometimes when you go ahead and you not concede and it will not put pressure on you. But all the same, maybe they'll be able to hold this and learn from the mistakes that they made against the Rivers Angels. But all the same, whoever gets to win will be very, very massive, because Money Gift is an asset, for FC Robocon. She has done so well. The goal speaks for itself. The stats are there. So for me, I think she's a leader on and off the pitch, and she has what it takes to take them to the final. And for Bayelsa Queens too, well, what is that started team? So let's see what happens between the two sides. So fantastic football. That's the entertaining football we are going to watch. But whoever gets to win, I think it will be massive.
Well, I like the fact that in women's football these days we have a lot of competition. The small teams, well, in quotes actually, because if you look at FC Robo Queens now, you can try and put them within the bracket of those big shots, even though they don't spend the kind of money to get players as Rivers Angels, Bayelsa Queens, Sunshine Queens, and of course Edo Queens. Even though they don't have as much as those ones they have to spend on players, but you look at what they have going for them. They have what is more like the proper football ideology. They know what they want to do, which is good. They know that they may not have the superstars in their setup, but then they play to their strength. If they've got one good player, they ensure that they build the team around the set player. And if you look at what they are doing currently, we just mentioned that they got to the final of the IT Cup, and it's not a small achievement in any way. I mean, it's you can look at that to say, okay, maybe they were fortunate, but if you look at the results lead up to that final, you know that they actually earned the spot. And you look at once again what they are doing in a competition that majority of the teams there NWFL teams. It tells you a lot about the quality of FC Robo Queens to get to the semi-final stage of the competition. It's not a small achievement in any way. And you look at how far they've come in terms of giving Bayelsa Queens a serious run for their money. It's not always easy. Arguably, Bayelsa Queens are actually the best team in the Nigeria Women's Football League. If you look at what they've done over the years, for FC Robo Queens to be holding them to ransom, first getting the first goal of the game.
I think Rivers Angels will argue when you say Bayelsa Queens.
I'm just saying arguably,
yeah.
So
yeah, because Rivers Angels are the defending champions. They've won it more times than any other team. Bayelsa Queens are the IT Cup champions. So
I mean, I think FC Robo Queens, I like what they are doing. It's good that we're having a 1-1 score. I can't even wait for the second part of the game, so we'll see what happens there.
Okay, all right, let's go on this break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 or Lowell Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly, spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapler Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
Hello, business owners and service providers. Your station of choice, KUFM 92.7 Benin City, is out with another bumper offer. Introducing KU at Wolf Market. We are giving huge discounts on adverts at specific times of the day. That means you don't have any reason not to let the world know about your products and services. Because no matter the size of your pocket, KUFM has got you covered. For inquiries, please call 0703 805 0243 or 0807 401 4147. Hurry now and take advantage of this wonderful offer to advertise your goods and services on KUFM at mouth-watering discounts. KU Awuf Market gives you massive exposure with the station's wide reach across its terrestrial and online platforms at lower rates. KUFM, your business growth partner.
Hey, say your body dey confirm with yo-yo bitters. You go dey wonder wetin e mean. Wetin e mean be say whether you dey take yo-yo bitters every day. Yo-yo bitters dey protection you against infections wey fit happen anytime. Na im be say you go dey take yo-yo bitters like food supplement abi medicine wey doctor give you. Na correct natural ingredients dey inside wey dey wash all yamayama. Ogbonge vitamins dey inside to help your body work well. E never finish o. Yo-yo bitters get minerals wey go boost your body immunity to fight sickness, disease and free radicals. Na im make am dey important to get yo-yo bitters for office, house and everywhere. Yo-yo bitters dey for liquid, gel plus including tablets. Make you quick go buy your own for pharmacy and medicine stores wey near you. Yo-yo bitters make you dey clean inside out.
I carry better ogbonge informate come give you today. You dey look for that place where you want to do party wey be say security tight. You see where parkers. Oh yeah now. No stress yourself again. Carry waka kia come KUFM for AM bypass. You will see space where we say yes, you go take do party, and I dey tell you now small money, chikele money. Now be say you go pay for this party. You the one that say yes, who person you go call? Call this number now 08065305657. If you see green this other number 07031 094612. Oyana, come KUFM.
With each
Rivers are singing over Edo State, and this is the land that people dream to be. Welcome back to Saturday Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KFM Benin City with me, Sally Ibrahim, the Sports Bracadabra, Ego Sagbek, the Sports Maestro, and CJ the Maestro. All right, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I've been saying that the semi-final match between FC Robo Queens and Bayelsa Queens is taking place at the Western Boys High School. Sorry, that's wrong. Maybe it's because I've gone there a couple of times to watch games. The match is actually taking place, and this is what we've announced. We even announced it yesterday that the two semi-final matches and the final as well as the third place match will be taking place at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. So right now, FC Robo Queens are playing against Bayelsa Queens at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, not the Western Boys High School. I apologize for that error. And even the second semi-final, Edo Queens versus Rivers Angels, will be taking place at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, not at the Western Boys High School. Okay, so right now, FC Robo Queens and Bayelsa Queens are playing at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. The remaining matches in this competition will be at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. And we can also confirm to yesterday we spoke to Comrade Musa Ebomiana on the competition so far, and I asked them because I recall while we're at the University of Benin Sports Complex, there was some games, it was announced that for the final there will be buses to convey spectators from the University of Benin Sports Complex to the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, and there is also going to be a refreshment. And I was asking, okay, they've announced that of Uniben, how about from Western Boys High School? Because there's a venue there, and so many fans have come out to watch the games, and they have confirmed to me now, and they said I should tell you guys that there is also going to be a vehicle at Western Boys High School tomorrow from 12 noon, both at the Uniben Sports Complex and at the Western Boys High School. There will be buses to convey spectators to the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, and they are also going to give you light refreshment. Okay, I don't know any other competition.
They said for those who are taking.
Yes, that they will take you there, and after the game, they still bring you back to the venue that they took you from. So should have a full stadium tomorrow. Well, because of COVID-19 restrictions, so I'm sure there will be the protocols they are going to observe, no social distancing and some other. So we will not have a full capacity stadium, but there will be a vehicle from the Western Boys High School tomorrow from 12. They said between 12 and 3 p.m. they will be moving people to the stadium, because we'll have the third place match, and then we'll have the final match at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium tomorrow. So it is confirmed now. Those of you who are football fans around this axis and you want to go and watch the games, so there will be a bus at Western Boys High School, and there will also be buses at the University of Benin Sports Complex. All right, so that's what is going on with the Betty Obaseki Women's Football Tournament. Of course, as we get the results, we will be keeping you up to speed with what is going on. All right, welcome back. It's halftime. In fact, the players are just coming out for the second half. Chelsea players really not happy, still talking to the referee about what happened earlier for Timo Werner's goal, and you've got to really feel sorry for Timo Werner. He doesn't score many goals, and sometimes when he scores, something happens in the build-up. It's either he's offside or something happens, and the goal gets chalked off. So means that he's only scored one goal this season, and that was in the Carabao Cup. He's not scored in the league, but that's largely because he's not played many minutes.
Well, it's painful. Like we say in our local parlance, village people, they don't come again, because when you look at what Werner has done, it's all-round play, fantastic. But each time he scores, you have issues with the goal. He's not the one that was offside, but because Cesar Spilicueta's hand was a bit wrapped around the player of Southampton, that's why they took it back, and after reviewing the incident, they had to cancel. It's painful though, but I think Chelsea, they've got all it takes to double their lead in the second half and also go on ahead to win. If they win this game, they go top of the table. So I know Thomas Tuchel will not demand anything less after losing back-to-back to Manchester City and also to Juventus. So for me, I think this is a game they have to win. They've created couple of chances, but somehow it hasn't been what they expected. But all the same, they have to do the job, because Southampton, they're also a strong side. Honestly, a team that played the coolest draw with Manchester City, you don't have to disrespect them. But despite the fact that they are playing at home, all they need right now is to ensure that now that they are top of the table, they should ensure they stay there until the end of this game. So let's see how the Blues will round up the game. But so far so good. They have been dominating the game. So I believe they can finish as winners of this time.
So Chelsea absolutely have bossed the game. I think they started like a house of fire. They've done a lot in the right way, even though that sometimes you feel they could have defended better, especially when they're on the back foot with the counter attack coming from Southampton. I think they need to stay concentrated, because one thing I've learned over the years watching Southampton is the moment you switch off, you're going to get punished. They've got good players who can get you the goals, who can of course run past defenders. They still work out there now. Ward-Prowse can of course get you. You can shoot from outside the 18, so it's something Chelsea will have to be worried about. They've just made a substitution, so I think you expect Southampton to try as much as possible to bounce back. Chelsea will have to hold on for another 45 minutes. I think the best advice right now for Chelsea has to be get another goal. That's the one we know as the insurance goal, or maybe a third goal, which would of course ultimately get you the 3 points at the Stamford Bridge. They've not really done well in the last few matches. They need to redeem their image. It was a bad day in the office in the Champions League for them against Juventus. This time in the Premier League, they want to bounce back to get another 3 points, which would of course put them on the right path to winning the Premier League title.
All right, so that is the situation. Of course, we'll keep you up to speed on this game, but let's quickly look at the matches that are going on live and see what's happening in other venues.
Okay, let's look at the results of the matches. Okay, like we told you, Chelsea, in terms of the Premier League, currently
we're looking at the other results of these live matches.
Okay. Burnley right now played a goalless draw with Norwich City in the first half. They had to start the second half. Earlier today, Manchester United played a 1-1 draw with Everton. Leeds United, they just resumed right now, still 1-0 over Watford. Wolverhampton Wanderers and Newcastle United playing a 1-1 draw. At 5:30, to be Brighton and Hove Albion playing host to Arsenal, and that takes us to the.
Before you go to other league, let's finish with the English Premier League. So, so these are the matches that are live. For Manchester United, earlier they took on Everton, and it was at Old Trafford. Last time out, they lost 1-0 to Aston Villa at Old Trafford. So you expected something of a response, especially with the heroics of Ronaldo in the Champions League. They were losing that game, but they came back and won it 2-1 with a late goal, virtually the last kick of that encounter. So you thought that this match they are going to just absolutely blow Everton away, but well, we knew that before that game that if Everton had won, in fact, they would have gone top of the table. So that tells you how good Everton have been this season. As Chelsea go on the attack, but it came to not have Southampton the goalkeeper able to save that. So for Manchester United, they got the first goal through Anthony Martial. He's still there, and Edison Cavani was also in that game. And eventually, we thought, Cristiano Ronaldo coming on, and then Jadon Sancho also coming on, and it looked like Manchester United were going to run away with it, but it didn't quite work out that way, as we saw suddenly after the introduction of Ronaldo and Jadon Sancho. Everton started coming into the game, and then they got the equalizer late on, and they even got what they thought was the winning goal through Mina, but it was eventually ruled off. So Manchester United dropping points at home again, 1-1. I thought that at the time they brought on Cristiano Ronaldo, I didn't think they needed him at that point, because Everton were still in the game, but Everton were not dominating, so maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should have just relaxed and resisted the temptation of bringing on. I'm not saying it was because they brought on Cristiano Ronaldo, that's why they didn't win, no. But I know that the fans, because Old Trafford was filled to capacity, and you could tell that most of the fans wanted to see Cristiano Ronaldo. So when they saw him on the bench, maybe they were not too happy. But perhaps Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just felt, okay, let me give them what they want. Maybe he should have just concentrated on managing the game instead of bringing Cristiano Ronaldo on.
And that's one big problem that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has. Game management is I think he's below par in terms of his game management. His ability to read the game is a problem. You've got to know what your opponent is doing for you to find a solution off the bench. Like we usually say, you can watch a match for 55 minutes, 60 minutes, and then you understand maybe some players are not doing so well, or one or two players are not playing to instructions. Then you can look at the bench and try to find a solution to the match. At that point in time, I felt, well, Manchester United were leading, like you rightly said. There was no point. Maybe he wanted a second goal. Maybe he felt Ronaldo would have given them a second goal, which of course did not come. Instead, they had to concede in the 65th minute of this encounter, which ultimately ended their journey of getting 3 points at the Old Trafford. Remember, a week ago they lost at the Old Trafford against Aston Villa, and getting this sort of dropping 2 points now, it's something that leaves a bad taste in the mouths of a lot of Manchester United fans who are not happy with the way Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is handling the team. I felt, for me, Ronaldo should have started the game.
Yeah, and when he didn't start, maybe no need to bring him on when you didn't really need him.
Yeah, I felt he should have started the game, because the truth is this. I mean, this is, if I'm correct, this is match day 7. Yeah. What is the point of resting players?
And there's even an international break coming up.
Do you understand? So what's the point of, you say you're going to manage the players with that? There are players who are 36 and they play 38 matches a season. So what's the issue of having Ronaldo play up to? It's not like he even finishes 90 minutes. So
maybe he was expecting him to do the same magic that he did in the Champions League by scoring a late goal. But there was a sharp turn that he made inside the 18-yard box. What a good save from Everton goalkeeper. He was so quick to parry that ball, and if not, it would have been the winning goal. But so far, so good. I think when you have a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, I think whether he's in form or not, I think his presence, is always a threat to defenders. Is either creating goals
or scoring goals. What we are saying is, at the point that he brought, if it was 1-1 at that point, or if Manchester United were losing, no problem. Bring on Cristiano Ronaldo. But at the time that he brought him on, my question is, did he need him at that time? And we could see that when he brought on Cristiano Ronaldo, Everton started pressing, because Cristiano Ronaldo will not fall back, will not track back, will not, you're not expecting to come and mark. And the two players, he brought him and Jadon Sancho on at the same time, two attacking players. When you were 1-0 up and you were playing for the top of the table, maybe that wasn't the best substitution you could have made at that time.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does make his decisions, because when you're watching a match, you can see what Ole is not seeing, and then you know that if you do this, it's going to work. But then you'll be shocked that Ole will just make one substitution, or maybe just make one decision like that, and you feel like, well, sometimes I resist the temptation of questioning how some coaches get their coaching certificates. But when you look at some coaches, you feel like, how did you really go through the coaching process and then became a coach at this level of football? You look at his opponents, you look at Manchester City, you look at Pep Guardiola. He makes, yes, you can, sometimes he does get it wrong, but then all the time Ole does not really get it right. What happens to United? What happens for United most times? It's about individual brilliance. It's not like it's about the tactical brilliance of the coach of the team. And that's where the problem is, because there will be a day where your players will try all the magic in this world and it will not work. And then it will take something of a tactical genius from a coach to make something happen on the day. We see that from Pep Guardiola. We see that from Jurgen Klopp. We see that from Thomas Tuchel. We see that from other coaches in the Premier League. Even coaches as far as the Spanish La Liga is concerned. But then from Ole, there's something really off about how he makes his decisions, and you can see it's affecting Manchester United. He's got to really improve on his decision makings at the club if he wants to win the Premier League as a coach, or he wants to win any trophy as a coach.
All right, so that is the situation. Manchester United unable to take advantage, unable to win today, so they drop points once again at Old Trafford. And you look at what happened last weekend. They lost to Aston Villa, and this weekend they are dropping points to Everton. So you wonder, so what happens when they play against Manchester City? What happens when they play against Liverpool? What happens when they play against Chelsea? But anyway, it doesn't matter who you lose points to and who you get points off, because it's just that we expect that some of these matches are the games that Manchester United should be winning. Okay, before we quickly look at other leagues, let's tell you how the table stands at the moment after Manchester United's game. Well, if you look at the table right now, Chelsea are top with 16 points, but of course, Chelsea's game has not ended. This is if they win the game. If they win this game, then it's going to be 16 points for them. But right now, they have how many minutes left now to see how this game? About 36 minutes to ensure that Southampton does not score. So that is the situation. So right now, maybe we should just say Chelsea on 13 points. So just to be clear, until after this game is done. Liverpool are on 14 points. They play tomorrow against Manchester City. Manchester United have moved off to 4th position, but they've played one game more than the other team, so they are on 14 points. Everton also on 14 points. Then Manchester City are 5th. They are on 13 points. And as we said, Manchester City will play tomorrow against Liverpool. So we go down to the bottom of the table. 18th position is Newcastle United. They've got just 4 points. 19th is Burnley on 3 points. And rock bottom is Norwich City. They've not been able to win any game so far. They've lost all. I think they are drawing at the moment. So that is the situation with Norwich City right now against Burnley. It is goalless. All right. So that's what's happening in the English Premier League. Let's move on to other leagues now and see what's happening there.
Earlier today in the Spanish La Liga Center there, Osasuna were 1-0 winners over Rayo Vallecano, and it's halftime right now between Real Mallorca and Levante, and it's goalless. Later at 5:30, Cadiz will play host to Valencia, while at 8 p.m. Atletico Madrid will welcome Ronald Koeman's Barcelona. That's what to expect later in the Spanish La Liga.
Well, I think the biggest fixture for the weekend in the La Liga has to be Atletico Madrid up against Barcelona. I hope it's not another whitewashing at the Wanda Metropolitano for Barcelona. Remember how they lost in a scandalous manner in the Champions League in midweek. The clock is ticking on Barcelona. The clock is ticking on Ronald Koeman. Something has to happen.
For now, honestly, the pressure is on him. One would have thought, okay, before now, he must have been shown the exit door, but notwithstanding, I think this is a game that he could use to, hang on to his job. But looking at what Atletico has done, and right now, if they win, they'll go close to Real Madrid. I think there'll be a point behind Real Madrid. And looking at the two teams, one could say, okay, these are the two teams that will fight for the title, for this season, because Barcelona, come on, they are no match right now with Atletico and Real. So for me, this is a big opportunity for Diego Simeone and his men to get maximum points right there at their home ground and get close on Real Madrid, who will be playing away from home tomorrow against Espanyol. So for me, it's going to be a tough match, but I think this is a match that Luis Suarez, Antoine Griezmann, and others should win for Atletico Madrid.
All right, in the Italian Serie A, Salernitana beat Genoa 1-0 later this evening. Let's say by 5 p.m. we'll have Torino up against Juventus, and by 7:45 p.m. Sassuolo will take on Inter Milan.
Yeah, and for Inter, this is another game that they have to win. I remember before they played Champions League, they drew with Shakhtar Donetsk. Wasn't Champions League? They drew against the Shakhtar Donetsk. Then against the Atalanta, they also played a 2-2 draw in the Serie A. So 2 games, 2 draws, which is not really nice for them right now. But playing against Sassuolo, this is a game that they can win and also close the gap on Napoli, because Napoli have been flying high and they are right there at the top. So it's going to be really, really interesting this weekend. Juventus, where Mas Allegri has also been able to maximize some victories after starting on a negative note. But this time around, playing away to Torino, it's a derby. Yeah, and it could go either way. But looking at Juventus, one could say, okay, they have the players that can beat Torino at home. But hey, remember they've got a certain Andrea Bellotti, who is a proper number 9. So he could give Juventus, a whole lot of problems. But so far, looking at it on paper, one could say this is a game that Mas Allegri should win away from home in order for him to stand a chance of fighting for the title.
All right, in the Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund, still playing against Augsburg, 2-1. They are leading.
87 minutes.
And 87 minutes played so far. So Borussia Dortmund 2, Augsburg 1. For the next match, Hertha Berlin currently playing against Freiburg. It's 90 minutes old, and Hertha Berlin are losing at home to Freiburg 2-1. For VfB Stuttgart, they are also leading against Hoffenheim 3-1. The game is 90 minutes plus 1. So we're waiting for the final whistle here And then we also understand that Wolfsburg are losing at home currently against Borussia Mönchengladbach 2-1, 90 minutes played so far. And then by 5:30 p.m., RB Leipzig will entertain Bochum.
Okay, moving away. Before moving away to the French Ligue 1, yes, Borussia Dortmund. They were able to get a win over their opponents in the Champions League, which has also boosted their confidence. And before, I think they lost their game before playing the Champions League. But right now, they've let's just say, if they win this game, they also close in on Bayern. Bayern also, they have a game tomorrow, and it's going to be at home. So for me, this is a close one this season. But if they want to challenge for the title, I think they have to be very consistent. Despite the fact that they've got a couple of players who can lit up the German Bundesliga. Yes, Erling Braut Haaland is one of them, and despite all the transfer speculations that surrounds his future, he is still really committed, focused, and dedicated to Borussia Dortmund. So he alone is not going to do the whole job. So for me, I think it's about the remaining teammates coming together to assist this guy to see if they can dethrone Bayern. Because from what I've seen of Bayern Munich, these guys, they won't take their foot off the pedal except you close them, like what you say over here, bumper to bumper. Yeah. If you don't give them that kind of close marking, I think Bayern, they might just run away. Yeah, a team that would like to win or rather to top, you know, and give the remaining people maybe 20 points gap, 15 points gap.
I was about to say that because that's what something they are fond of. Yeah. We used to see that from PSG. And talking about PSG,
okay.
That's the French Ligue 1 results, and then the fixture for today. Montpellier will take on Strasbourg.
The game is on right now.
It's ongoing currently. It's 1-0 in favor of Montpellier. So Montpellier 1, Strasbourg 0. 20 minutes played so far. While for Nice,
we'll take on Brest later.
Yeah, absolutely, by 8 p.m. All right, so that's that.
Okay, it's now Chelsea 1, Southampton 1. Southampton just equalized through a penalty. James Ward-Prowse bearing that it was a rash challenge from Ben Chilwell. Yeah, he was absolutely just roasted by that attacker for Southampton, and he just lazily threw out a leg. And there's absolutely no question about that penalty. It's a deserved penalty.
Before we went, we came back on air. I actually said, look, with this way Chelsea are going, they're missing chances. I hope it doesn't affect them. And you look at what is happening right now. It's a 1-1 situation at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea versus Southampton. I hope Chelsea, they go on to score. The reason why I'm saying it is this: if they go on to draw this game, well, there will be serious question mark now on a couple of things that Thomas Tuchel did build up to this game. He brought in 3 players. I think he brought in, if I'm correct, Chalobah. Brought in Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, but what's wrong with changing things? They lost 2 matches back to back, so there's nothing wrong with changing things. Yeah. There will have been issues if he did not even make changes at all. People will say, how come you are not winning and you left the same team? It's not like they say you don't change a winning team. Nobody said you do not change a losing team. So if a team has lost 2 matches back to back, you definitely have got to make some changes. That's what you've got to do.
Looks like Southampton are enjoying the groove.
They are now coming at Chelsea, and this could be really dangerous for Chelsea. That's going to be a corner for Southampton. Okay, that's the situation. Let's go on this break. We'll be right back.
All the programs on KU 92.7 are now open for sponsorship and advert placements. For sponsorship and advert placements, call now for inquiries 070-380-50243 or 080-8877-3644 or visit KUFM Marketing Office located at the top floor of the Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, Benin City, Edo State. 92.7 KUFM is your business growth partner.
Indomie welcomes you back to school. Have a session filled with lots of fun and excitement. Stay safe, stay healthy. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
You don't see bank we get pepper soup joint. Abi, you don't see bank manager where they sell pepper soup. My name na Madam Caro, aka Cash, madam. You see, with Hope PS Bank, I'm not be ordinary pepper soup seller. People they come here, can send money, collect money, and even pay money on top their phone number. As agent where I be, and they get commission. And as people they order for my pepper soup, then they pay me with phone number, sharp.
Cash, madam. Give me 1 plate of pepper soup, and I want withdraw cash. Oh,
yeah. And they go on some market. You self go sign up to be Hope PS Bank agent.
Hope, succeed. Hope Bank always.
Milo! Hello! Give me Milo, please. 2 sachets. Okay, oh. Are you sure you don't want to try something else? This something else, does it have Active Go? Active K. Active Go, that mix of Protobolt, minerals, and vitamins. Proto what? Look, it's okay. Just give me my Milo, because things that I buy for my kids, I don't compromise one bit.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go, with the goodness of malts, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Hello, entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM's social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Take advantage of our online presence and reach out to our growing audience at very affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 or 0806 530 5657 or 0802 232 7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business growth partner.
Welcome back to Saturday Sports Fiesta, live on 90.7 KFM, Benin City. Okay, we're keeping tabs on the live matches that are taking place across Europe and everywhere else. And of course, what is going on at the Betsy Obaseki Women's Football Tournament. The matches are being played, semi-final at the Samuel Ogbomeda Stadium. Right now, we have FC Robo Queens taking on Bayelsa Queens, and later we're going to have Edo Queens playing against Rivers Angels.
There's an update. Bayelsa Queens have made it 2-1 against FC Robo, so it's now 2-1 in their favor, if what I'm seeing here is correct. The goal was scored by Anjo Mary, so Bayelsa Queens 2, FC Robo 1.
All right, that's the updates coming from the Betsy Obaseki Women's Football Tournament, and it is coming from the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium. Bayelsa Queens now leading 2-1 against FC Robo Queens. Of course, we told you yesterday that the prize money have increased. The winner gets 5 million. Second place team will get 3 million. The team that will finish third will get 2 million, and of course the team that will finish fourth going to get 1 million naira. And of course, every other team, the other teams that participated, got at least 500,000 naira each. So that is what is happening at the Betsy Obaseki Women's Football Tournament. At the moment, it is still Chelsea 1, Southampton 1 in the English Premier League. Chelsea getting a bit frustrated as they take on Southampton. For Southampton, I'm really impressed at how they have performed. Before this game, they had just 4 points, but if you consider that one of those points was against Manchester City, and now they're playing against Chelsea, and if they are able to avoid defeat here, it will be remarkable what they have been able to do. You know, when you come up against 2 big teams back to back, the defending champions, and then after that you play one match and you have to play against the champions of Europe. It looks like a daunting task, but so far they have been able to hold their own. Chelsea about to make another substitution. Earlier they brought on Mason Mount, and now they are bringing on Jorginho. Yeah, they've got just some 20 minutes to go. So let's see what they will do in this. They desperately want to win this to go top of the table. You know, Chelsea started the season very well. Everybody was talking about how they were not conceding goals, but things just not working. And this Timo Werner, he's clear. Timo Werner is clear. Whoa, that save was just, it was out of this. It wasn't a miss. No, you can't. It was a save.
Yeah. The way saved that ball, there was no way you can have it.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't like he missed it. It was a save on the part of the goalkeeper. So you say well done to the goalkeeper in situations like that. Except maybe you analyze it and you say maybe he should have passed the ball. But maybe when we see the replay, we would be able to discuss that a bit more. But I will not hold that against Timo Werner. I will not put it as one of the misses that we know that he usually has. It was a good one for him, and this time he misses the ball. Romelu Lukaku has not had those clear chances like Timo Werner has.
I'm just thinking he has been starved of the ball, sort of, because I mean, you know, Lukaku, you give him the ball in the right places, you get the goals. He's a proven goal scorer. He has done that over the years at Everton, at West Brom, at Inter Milan.
Yeah, I think we can see the replay again, and it was brilliant play, link-up play between him and Romelu Lukaku. Yeah. Lukaku held up the ball brilliantly and then gave it to him, and he took out the. Wow, that was. You can't blame him for that. Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. Yeah, the goalkeeper just wow, that was a top draw save. He just spread out his hand and he was able to make that save. If the ball had been higher or lower, then it would have been a goal. So Kovacic has gone off, and it is now Jorginho on the pitch. So it's Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the middle. And for Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you've got to say, wow, well played, because when he came back from loan, it wasn't looking like he was going to have any playing time. But Thomas Tuchel said, look, this guy is like a young Michael Ballack, and he's so far showing it by allowing him to really get a run in the team.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a decent player. I think I've watched him in the last 3 years. One problem I have with him is consistency.
He was injured. Yeah. Injury played a big. He suffered a horrific Achilles injury. And so he...
maybe that slowed down his progress somehow, but he's been on loan a couple of times. You want a player with his ability to play regularly, so you can get the best out of him. I'm happy Tuchel is giving him that game time. I think a match ago he came out from the bench to play for Chelsea. This time he's getting to start this one, so it shows the coach has a lot of faith in him. And I like the fact that the coach of Chelsea is doing one thing right, which is if you're doing well in training, you get to play. Chalobah wasn't getting game time, but this time around he decided to start him, and then the guy got a goal for Chelsea, which is, look, if a player is improving on the training pitch, what's the point keeping him on the bench? Allow him enjoy some game time. He could change the complexion of the game for you. And these days, you don't even know when goals will come. It could come from a defender, it could come from a midfielder, it could come from a goalkeeper. Who knows? You know, so the moment players start to improve, keep them game time.
Well, and this will be. They are checking for reckless tackle for James Ward-Prowse, and he was showed a yellow card, but they could upgrade it to a red card. He almost broke the ankle of Jorginho there.
That's a serious
This could be a red card, and Chelsea will be really pissed if nothing is done, because VAR intervened, and that's how they lost the second goal they thought they scored. And it's been showed again. Maybe they will ask the referee to go and review that. He just came at the back of
it's a serious tackle. That's a serious one there.
It could.
I think I would be surprised if he doesn't get a red card.
If the referee sees this, if he sees this still frame, then he's going to give it as a red card. He's been told to go and check it, so he would play it a couple of times and then see. But if he's shown that freeze frame, I think it's going to be a straight red.
Because from the position of Ward-Prowse's boot, you could tell that where his boot was on Jorginho's leg, that's a dangerous place to tackle a player from.
Yeah, and from where the referee is seeing it, they're not letting us see exactly what he's saying. I think if he sees that still, it's
for me. I just conclude it's dangerous play.
Yeah, I think it's dangerous.
That's a leg breaking tackle.
When he has done it, he's checked. And
I think he has gone to his pocket.
That's it.
He's checked.
Red. That's a leg breaking tackle.
The red card is off.
Because we know these days things like this are discouraged.
Southampton will have to play the remaining 14 minutes with 10 men.
And he's even the captain of the team.
Yeah, he's even the guy that got the equalizer.
And this is where the pressure will come for Chelsea.
Yeah,
if you mount some pressure, maybe before the 90 minutes, they could get something. But that doesn't mean.
But what Chelsea did at that point, leading to that tackle, I thought it was unnecessary. The back passes, I don't see. Look, watch that pass from. From Mendy.
Well, I think Ward-Prowse tried to close down Jorginho after Mendy passed.
Yeah, but it was the pass from Mendy that caused this. It was the pass from Mendy.
Yeah.
And I don't know why teams do that. I understand you're playing from the back, but there are times when you just put your laces through the ball, whack it, let it leave your area.
I think it's something that gets into the head. You know, sometimes when you tell the player do one, he wants to do 2 and 3. You know, so
I've never understood it. This intricate passing at the back, because it's dangerous. Once you lose the ball there, you will be in serious trouble. So why even bother doing it? If I can understand, if there is nobody's tackling you and you just decide to do it, fine. But when there are players around that area, why pass to your goalkeeper and you are doing some intricate pass and move within that area? I just do not understand that. So let's see what Chelsea will do in the last 13 minutes of the game. They are leading. It is 2-1-1 at the moment. So this is how it stands. Burnley 0, Norwich City 0, Chelsea 1, Southampton 1, Leeds United 1, Watford 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Newcastle United 1, and later we'll have Brighton and Hove Albion playing against Arsenal. Okay, that is the situation of the English Premier League. So we will of course keep you updated with this, but for now let us go to professional wrestling and tell you what went down last night on Friday night SmackDown. Well, we had the draft picks. You know, there's a time every year when they do the draft and they say, okay, you are on SmackDown, you are on. Acknowledge him as the head of the table, the tribal chief, and all that. So Paul Heyman then recapped how his clients, Roman Reigns, was able to defeat the demon Finn Balor at Extreme Rules, and then he then mentioned the name of Brock Lesnar, but then suddenly Brock Lesnar made an appearance on SmackDown, and then there was a tense stare down between him and Roman Reigns, and suddenly Roman Reigns attacked him, but he was able to power back, and then he hit Roman Reigns with a couple of suplexes. Then later the cousins of Roman Reigns, Jey and Jimmy Uso, they got in and attacked Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar was able to beat them down, and he hit both of them with F5s. Roman Reigns attempted to get into the ring, but he didn't. So Brock Lesnar stood tall in the ring. And afterwards, we had Kevin Owens. He took on Baron Corbin, and then it was Corbin who was able to win this fight. And after the match, Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, they announced the latest draft picks. Drew McIntyre was sent to SmackDown, and then RK Bro to Raw, New Day to SmackDown, Edge to Raw. Well, I gave you everything at the beginning of this segment. So later we saw Edge, and he explained that he's happy that he has been drafted and everything, and that he's heading back to Monday Night Raw, and he didn't show any signs of the so-called career-ending injury that he suffered at the end of Seth Rollins. Well, he said he then addressed Seth Rollins and asked Seth Rollins to come to the ring and extract his retirement announcement from him. But instead, they showed Seth Rollins outside of Edge's house in North Carolina, and then he entered there, made himself at home, and then he taunted Edge that look, I'm now in your home and everything. So he said he was even going to spend the night in Edge's home. So afterward, Edge got hold of his wife, Beth Phoenix, backstage, and then he was really in a panic, wondering how Seth Rollins was able to get into his home. Okay. Then we also tell you that Liv Morgan took on Carmella, and it was Morgan and Carmella. They fought to no contests. So that was what happened. Then we had this 8-man tag team match, and Alpha Academy and Otis, they teamed with Dolph Ziggler, and they took on and Robert Roode. They battled the New Prophet and the New Day. So it was New Day and Street Profits defeating Alpha Academy, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode. Then Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair had an encounter, and it was Sasha Banks who was able to win this encounter. And then after the match, Charlotte Flair, she came out of nowhere, and then she mocked Sasha Banks with a big boot. Then she stood tall to end the show. So that's what happened on SmackDown last night. Well, we can tell you now that Chelsea have got another goal. So it is Chelsea 2, Southampton 1. Timo Werner getting that goal. Maybe he deserves that for his industry and for that goal that he scored, which was disallowed for foul play in the build-up. About 4 minutes to the end of the game, but of course there is going to be added time. So that's what's happening. So Chelsea 2, Southampton 1, Leeds United 1, Watford 0, and Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Newcastle United 1. Then later we'll have Brighton and Hove Albion taking on Arsenal. Okay, that's what is going on. Let's look at the other leagues. What's happening there?
All right, let's go to the. Okay, let's start from the Spanish La Liga. Osasuna, okay, like we told you, beat Rayo Vallecano 1-0. America currently are still playing against Levante. It's 0-0, 69 minutes played. And then for the Italian Serie A, well, the only match that has come to an end now has to be Salernitana. They just beat Genoa 1-0. For the German Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund beat Augsburg 2-1, Hertha Berlin 1, Freiburg 2, Stuttgart 3, Hoffenheim 1, and then for Wolfsburg, they have lost at home to Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-1. For the Ligue 1, Montpellier they're playing the 1-1 draw with Strasbourg half time. Okay, let's go to that's that. Maybe we can talk about the Premier La Liga or the Premier Liga.
Yeah, for the Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund to Augsburg 1.
Yeah, we're taking that already.
Okay. All right. I think those are the ones that are on at the moment. Chelsea on the attack, looking for the third goal.
What a miss! Come on, what's happening?
And you wonder,
wow, what a save!
What is there? It's giving us a goal. The referee has given it. The referee has given it.
Wow!
I think it was Ben Chilwell. I think it was Ben Chilwell.
Goal.
The goal.
This is what pressure causes, honestly. Because the moment that captain was sent off, I was like, this is where it's going to run out. And for Cesar Azpilicueta, he was the one that assisted Timo Werner. So I think that was a confidence boosting goal for Timo Werner.
Let's rebuild up again.
Wow.
Lukaku almost scoring, and he hits the post, and eventually Ben Chilwell.
He has to redeem his image after conceding that penalty. Yeah.
Lukaku was
I think
unlucky.
it was a half volley, wonderful half volley there. I mean, it takes a lot of technique to get that target.
And look, because when looking at it with the naked eye, there's no way we will have determined that was a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if not for the goal line technology. Yeah, so goal line technology, I think is the greatest intervention in football.
You remember it took years before the former president of
Sepp Blatter never wanted
rejected it over and over.
Yeah, I think what he should have been rejecting, well, it was after his time that VAR was eventually accepted. Maybe it was VAR that he should have rejected to say,
maybe you can understand.
Yeah, VAR, we need some of this. His argument then was, when you bring technology, you are taking away that passion, that excitement, that the errors, the human error is part of the game, so leave it. But come on, when especially Nigeria against Cameroon, Africa Cup of Nations 2000, you of course, if a team is better than you and they come to your home and they beat you, no problem, you accept it. But when you score a goal, what should have been given as a goal clearly should have been a goal, and it wasn't given. The whole of the ball crossed the whole of the line. That's the rule in football. The whole of the ball must cross the whole of the line for it to be given as a goal.
Absolutely, and it's clear enough. It's not like
we watching it on TV could see it, but the referee didn't see it, and so he didn't give it. And then you saw what happened again at the 2010 World Cup. That was the final straw for FIFA.
Yeah.
Frank Lampard. I'm not saying that because Germany eventually won that game 4-1, but at that point it was 2-1, and England were pressing, and Frank Lampard hit a shot that was the whole of the ball. Clearly, we all could see it that this was a goal, but because they weren't allowing technology, so the referee could not even go and watch the review on the monitor because people in the stadium could see the slow motion, they could watch it on the big screen, and they could see that it was a goal, but the referee didn't see it when it happened, so he didn't give it. The assistant referee didn't give it, and they reserved it for some time. I had assistant referee standing behind the goal and all of that, but
in the Champions League.
Yeah, but after that thing happened, they just said, okay, it's time.
What's the point
to get and we were like, is it not? Is technology is it's invented by human beings, and we can see clearly.
It was a close one.
Yeah, wow. It was close. There is no way with the naked eye you will have been able to detect this. You would not have been able to. So because of goal line technology now.
Because I was wondering which of the ball that passed that beat the line.
The first one, the second one. I suspected because I was watching the referee, and when he pointed, I just knew, okay, his watch has beeped, and he has seen that it was a goal. It was something that we were talking about for a very long time. That's the kind of technology you have in tennis, Hawkeye, because in the past to tennis we're having that issue, and when it is the French Open, because it is clay, you could see the mark that the ball leaves. But when it is Wimbledon, you don't get to see, except you have microscopic eye. When it is the Australian Open or the US Open, it's hard courts. You can't see the marks that the ball makes. So they had to bring the technology of Hawkeye, and people were saying, so since they have this technology in tennis, why don't we have it in football too? And thank God for that technology. Now you can see clearly that everything that's a goal is given as a goal, and the one that shouldn't be given as a goal is not given. But Hawkeye, not Hawkeye, goal line technology or goal decision system, as they call it in England, it failed last season. Remember, there was one goal that was scored, although it wasn't maybe I don't know what happened though, but it failed. That's the bottom line. It failed because the ball crossed the line, but it wasn't exactly the line. It was the frame of the post. It had passed there, and the referee's watch should have beeped and told him that it was a goal, but somehow it wasn't working at that point, and the goal was not given. But later we saw clearly that it was a goal, and they said that was even the manufacturers of the technology said that was the first time that it was ever failing. So they apologize for that. Trevor Chalobah is going to get a yellow card.
Honestly, it was unnecessary. You're leading 3 goals to 1. And it's
like it's not getting a yellow card. So I think maybe the referee had sounded the whistle, and the other guy wanted to continue. That's why he just held him back. He's apparently not getting a yellow card. His coach is already on a yellow card. He was frustrated that
I was even thinking he would be sent off. I mean, because if he had continued that agitation, the referee wouldn't have had an option rather than to send him away.
Yeah, and they said they were not using that. Antonio Conte said Thomas Tuchel is not using Lukaku the right way, and maybe he took.
Which one is the right way again?
Yeah, he said so that they were not using Lukaku the right way. That and when you watch Lukaku playing for Inter Milan, you will see that he wasn't just playing as a point man. He had Lautaro Martinez with him. So they were like the big man small man combination, and Lukaku was dropping to the midfield when he wasn't getting the supply. When plan A was not working, he drops to the midfield and he gets the ball and then moves. And I think we are beginning to see that with Lukaku. In this game, he's dropping back and he takes so much attention away. He has not scored, or at least
he's giving.
He has not scored a legitimate goal. He put the ball in the back of the net, but it wasn't allowed. Yeah, but you could see clearly that he's allowing Timo Werner to play. Timo Werner seems to be having a good time. Well, it's game over. Chelsea 3, Southampton 1. So Chelsea with 3 points, they go top of the table. For a long time, it looked like they were going to drop points, but Timo Werner, this is really good for him, and he's acknowledging the goalkeeper for Southampton because he prevented him from scoring more goals. There was a great shot that he took, but the goalkeeper was able to prevent that. So that match has ended. Chelsea winning this 3-1. Trevor Chalobah with the first goal, Timo Werner with the second goal, and Ben Chilwell with the third goal. The goals came late, 84th and 89th minute for Chelsea.
Yeah, it's the sort of result Chelsea needs right now. Confidence is not sky high for them at the moment. I think with this result, they should bring back some level of confidence for them. They need to win matches. If you're to win the Premier League, you've got to win at least majority of the 38 matches you're supposed to play.
And they've got to win matches like this. And they will feel okay. This Southampton team went to the Etihad and they got points off Manchester City. So them taking points, although Manchester City came to Chelsea and beat them taking points off Southampton, I mean, will be okay. It's they are not the biggest team, but this was a good performance. And then tomorrow it's going to be Liverpool. Who's at home? Liverpool versus Manchester City. The most likely outcome.
The last time they played, in the Premier League at Anfield, City beat them, I think 4-1. So Liverpool would want a reverse. Liverpool is struggling.
If there is a team that could absolutely embarrass Manchester City, it is Liverpool. And Manchester City to have done the same thing to Liverpool in the past. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when these two sides play. So these are the matches for today so far. Manchester United 1, Everton 1, Burnley 0, Norwich City 0, Chelsea 3, Southampton 1, Leeds United 1, Watford 0, Wolves 2, Newcastle 1, and Brighton and Hove Albion will take on Arsenal at 5:30. For Wolverhampton Wanderers, lost the first couple of games, but now they are beginning to pick up, and just as their former manager is now having issues.
Bruno Lage, the new manager.
They've won. The Wolverhampton Wanderers have won the last 3 games.
But they started poorly.
I think they lost the first 3, while their former manager won his first 3. But he went on to lose the next 3. So we'll see what happens later. The remaining match for today in the English Premier League is Arsenal versus Brighton and Hove Albion versus Arsenal.
Arsenal currently are doing well.
Yeah,
This
they are in good
is a
form.
tricky fixture for them.
Very tricky.
Brighton at the Amex Stadium, they are a different animal entirely, and Arsenal will go to be careful. Remember, there's Danny Welbeck, a former player at Arsenal, former Arsenal striker. They're operating. Mope, their striker. So Arsenal have got to be wary. They've got to get an early goal, at least to unsettle the Brighton people. Let's see how it gets to go. You know how it is. Arsenal, you think they'll win, and then they go ahead to just embarrass you.
All right, let's go on this break. We'll be right back.
Mr. Challenger, beautiful advertisement. Thank you. But was he approved by APCON before exposure? APCON? APCON is the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, the federal government advertising regulatory authority that vets and approves all adverts before they are exposed on radio, TV, billboard, any medium. You mean it's the law? Yes, sir. APCON is backed up by the law to vet all adverts to ensure they are not in bad taste. And there's a big penalty for non-compliance. Call me our consultant now. Get your advertisements vetted and approved by APCON before exposure. Call 0909-144-2787, 0811-562-4892, or visit www.apcon.gov.ng today for details on APCON offices nationwide.
Oga, don't finish your tire.
Kasali, I don't have cash with me. Let me give you hope.
Hope, okay.
Kasali, be coming down.
Oga, I don't land you. If like say you open account for me. Hey.
Darling, did you just open a Hope wallet for your vulcanizer?
Yes, that's how I pay all the workers at our building sites. I pay them with their phone numbers so they can start transacting immediately. They don't even need an ATM or check.
You can create a Hope wallet account for any beneficiary from anywhere by transferring money to recipient phone number or simply dial *569 *9#.
Darling, please let me stop over at that boutique. You don't have to come in. Don't worry, I will just impute your phone number.
Hope, succeed. Hope Bank always.
Yes, now I got the pose, I got the thinking. As Wide Range Electricals Limited, we be manufacturers representative and major distributor of all electrical materials. Don't enter Bini, sit down Gidigba with standard electrical materials like Nigerian wires and cables, piping materials, fancy switches, latest and different new modern lighting fittings, ceilings and standing fan, plus extractors, major household electrical appliances. Now then they bring and come direct industrial materials like a distribution board and circuit breaker, armored cables, aluminum conductors, transformers, overhead materials. Hey, it's too many. Whether you dey Bayelsa, Ondo, Delta, even Kogi, make una no waka again. Just come Wide Range Electricals Limited, where they sell electrical materials zai. As it take come bam from the factory, Wide Range Electricals Limited shopping complex. It dey for number 8 Igbesama Street by Igun Street Junction off Akpakpava Road for Benin City. I bet you want green na 0803 970 3517.
Milo! Hello! Give me Milo, please. 2 sachets. Okay, oh. Are you sure you don't want to try something else? This something else, does it have Active Go? Active K. Active Go, that mix of protobolt, minerals, and vitamins. Proto what? Look, it's okay. Just give me my Milo, because things that I buy for my kids, I don't compromise one bit.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go, with the goodness of malts, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Indomie welcomes you back to school. Have a session filled with lots of fun and excitement. Stay safe, stay healthy. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
We have said it before.
We will still say it again.
Beware of human traffickers and smugglers who encourage irregular migration. Beware of offers of jobs in Europe. Beware of stories of getting rich quick once in Europe.
Beware of stories of opportunities to become international model, football star, actor, actress, or singer in Europe.
Note, there is no easy way to making it big except crime.
And if you are caught, you will go in for it.
Europe is no Eldorado. Nobody picks money on the street. If you must travel,
do it the right way.
Say no to desert travel. Say no to crossing the sea to Europe. Don't be deceived.
Many have died in the desert, sea, or even prison.
Say no to human trafficking. Say no to irregular migration.
This message is brought to you by the Italian Agency for Development Corporation, Action Aid, Vides, and Salesians of Don Bosco, Nigeria.
Alright, welcome back to Saturday Sports Fiesta live on 92.7 KFM Benin City with me, Sally Ibrahim, the Sports Abracadabra, Sergio the Maestro, and Agosa Agbeka and the Sports Maestro. Well, let's go to the Samuel Ogbomedia Stadium and tell you that it is Bayelsa Queens who are looking like they will be going to the final of the Betsy Obaseki Women's Football Tournament tomorrow. Right now it is Bayelsa Queens 3. FC Robo Queens 1. FC Robo Queens took the lead through Monday gift, but Bayelsa came storming back, and it's
full time.
Okay, it's not full time, so Bayelsa Queens are in the final tomorrow, waiting hopefully for Edo Queens, because Edo Queens will be playing against St. Rivers Angels at 6 p.m. This evening at the Samuel Ogbomedia Stadium. So we'll see what happens in that encounter. And it's full time. Chelsea versus Southampton. Chelsea eventually prevailing 3-1 after James Ward-Prowse, who is the captain of Southampton, got red carded for a tackle on Jorginho. It was initially given as a yellow card, but then the referee was asked to go and review it. He did, and he upgraded it to a red card. I don't think James Ward-Prowse can have much issues with that. And then afterwards, Timo Werner, who got a goal earlier in the game, in the first half, that he thought was a legitimate goal. We watching it thought it was a legitimate goal, but they took the action back. And that's listening to some of the guys in the studio in Sky Sports, they were like, Michael Owen said it was actually a foul, that for him it was a foul, but because so much time had been allowed after that incident, so he doesn't understand why they took it so far back. I saw that, I don't know what you guys saw, but I saw it and I didn't think it was a foul, because ordinarily you will not, if a goal had not been scored in that build-up, they would not have come back to that incident. True. They would not have given it. And if it were in the penalty box, I doubt if that would have been given as a penalty, because he had his hand on the waist of the Southampton player, and then he was able to come to his front and he nicked the ball, then went on. But it was given as a foul, so that goal was chalked off. But James Ward-Prowse, sadly, after he got a penalty, he converted a penalty, he then was sent off. And then Timo Werner got the second goal for Chelsea before the guy who gave away the penalty, Ben Chilwell, was able to get the third goal for Chelsea. And you got to say the substitution of Thomas Tuchel. Yeah. The pass, look at that pass to Cesar Azpilicueta. It came from Ross Barkley.
Yeah. So Cesar Azpilicueta, fantastic finishing. 1, 2, 3.
Timo Werner. Yeah. And that was really brilliant. And then Romelu Lukaku had chances to make it 3-1. He hit the post. It was all in the one move. Romelu Lukaku hitting the post. Chelsea pushing forward to score, but eventually it was Ben Chilwell that got the goal, even though the goalkeeper made what he thought was a great save, but the ball had crossed the line, and goal decision system giving that as a goal.
Yeah, great one for Chelsea. Right now they are top, even if it's going to be temporary. But then I think they have what it takes to stay top to the end of the season if they can remain consistent. And looking at the way they've played in their past 2 games before facing Southampton, one could understand, yes, why the criticism. You know, we're coming from different quarters. At Chelsea, you don't sit back and wait on the counter. by doing that, it's going to be negative football. And
as to say this again, Romelu Lukaku, how did he fail to score the next pass? Romelu Lukaku hit the post, as Aspilicueta hit the post, and then Ben Chilwell, fantastic volley. The goalkeeper dived.
Very any new thing happening. That should be the goal of the month in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's fantastic volley from him.
It's a good one.
But all the same, I think it's good. All they need to do is to build on this, and if they can go on a winning spree of 4, 5, 6 games, it's going to be good for Chelsea, and that will just put more pressure on their opponents, or those that are rivals rather, that are chasing them. But the way it is right now, yes, if United had won today, it could have been 16-16 for 2 of them, looking at goal difference. But right now they are there, and they will hope for Liverpool and City to get a draw so that they will remain top until the next game. But all the same, I think it's really interesting because they now know those that will fight for the title. Sometimes when the season starts, you have teams taking positions that are not theirs, but at some point the boys will start featuring the
position.
At some point, if Brighton and Hove Albion had won Leicester's Crystal Palace their last game, they would have been on top of the table for 24 hours.
That was how Leicester City a couple of seasons ago. Everybody was saying, "No, they will soon come down. They will soon come down." That's they eventually won it.
I think that was 2016 or so.
2016,
at the time they were living in self-denial. They felt they were. When you ask, I think Claudio Ranieri, he will tell you, "We're not going for the title. We just want to qualify for the Champions League." And then at the point,
even the Champions League, it took him quite a while before he said, "Okay, we are going for the Champions League." Now
we stopped denying it. Okay, now it's not reality for us.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Before we start taking your calls, let's just run through the result of the matches across the different leagues.
All right, so starting from the English Premier League, like we told you earlier today, Manchester United played a 1-0 draw with Everton at Old Trafford, and Burnley and Norwich City finished goalless. Chelsea, 3-1 winners over Southampton. Leeds United at Elland Road, these guys, they are good and managed by Marcelo Bielsa. They won 1-0 over Watford. And for Wolverhampton Wanderers, we told you 2-1, they won over Newcastle United. And that takes us to the Spanish La Liga Center there, where Osasuna earlier today defeated Rayo Vallecano 1-0. Mallorca playing against Levante, 90 minutes of play. Mallorca 1, Levante 0. At 5:30, Cadiz will take on Valencia, while Atletico Madrid will play host to Barcelona. Then Italian Serie A, earlier today, Salernitana defeated Genoa 1-0. Then it's 3 minutes of play right now in the Turin derby between Torino and Juventus. It's goalless after 3 minutes. Then later at 7:45, Sassuolo will trade tackles with reigning champions Inter Milan. And that takes us to the German Bundesliga, where Borussia Dortmund earlier today defeated Augsburg 2-1. Hertha Berlin at home, we are beaten 2-1 by visiting Freiburg. Stuttgart also defeated Hoffenheim 3-1 at the Mercedes Arena, while Wolfsburg at home, we are beaten by Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-1. At 5:30, RB Leipzig will take on Bochum. And to the French Ligue 1, it's 45 minutes of play. Montpellier 1, Strasbourg 1. At 8, Nice will take on Brest. That's what we have right now as far as the 5 major leagues are concerned.
Okay, all right. Let's look at what's happening in basketball in Nigeria. I don't understand. I'm seeing pictures from Abuja, with especially the players. They were protesting against somebody who was to go and vote for them as their representative. And it's been every time with basketball we're having issues.
Are you surprised? I don't think I am. I think we've seen a similar thing when some athletes rejected a person who was representing them in the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. They said, no, that man can no longer represent us. He does not represent our interests. And that's the high point of it. When the people you are leading, all of a sudden, looks at you and now they look at you as a betrayer, sort of. I think it's not rocket science. What you need to do at that point in time is to throw in the towel and say, look, I'm no longer working for you since you have rejected, my leadership. And that's good. But what you find is when someone lords himself on the people he's leading, you cannot rule over people. You can only try as much as possible to lead them. If it's something that those persons who work for these athletes, you're actually working for them. That's what you're doing. You're working for the athletes. It's not the other way around. They don't work for you. You represent them. Whatever they want goes. It's not what you want. You don't want anything for them. what they ask you to do, that's what you go there to do. But these days, what you find is you find persons who are after their own personal interests. If the president of a federation is making a decision that you feel does not or will not favor your athletes, what you need to do is to say, sir, please, I have an objection to this. This A, B, and C will not help my athletes grow, so I'm not going to be part of it. You can walk away from the meeting, or you can, of course, give your points in a polite manner. We do see that in the National Assembly, where if they don't agree on a particular thing, they just decide to walk out. It's as simple as that. So it does register your grievance, and it's a peaceful way of doing that. So I think I am not surprised in any way. The first time I saw it was in athletics. I mean, this is more like the second time for me in basketball. There's so much issues about who is going to be the president, who is going to be the vice president. There's fashion A, there's fashion B. The minister has waded in, tried as much as possible to use the peaceful resolution by asking them to go home and, of course, talk with each other. The other day, I think the minister asked them to bring 10 persons each from the two groups so they can reconcile. But then there seems to be no headway. I hope we find a solution, because apart from football, I think maybe apart from athletics, basketball is the next, biggest thing in Nigerian sports, and we can't just throw that away. You look at what the girls did a few days back, where they won the Afro basket. It shows how big, how massive Nigeria have come in terms of basketball in Africa.
Yeah, and who knows if the body ruling basketball in Nigeria, if they were united, perhaps even the Tigers could have won. Perhaps will have achieved more success in basketball than we currently have. All right, let's quickly look at some other stories before we take your calls. So let's go to Combat Sports, and we can tell you that England's Michael Venom Page he gained revenge over the only man to have defeated him in the Bellator, as he appointed former three-time welterweight champion Douglas Lima at Bellator 267 in London. And in case you wonder what is Bellator again, there is UFC. Okay, that's the Ultimate Fighting Championship. It is the elite of mixed martial arts, but there are other promotions. There is Bellator, some others. Okay, just like in professional wrestling, the WWE is the elite. You still have AEW, you have TNA, you have Japan Pro Wrestling, you have so many other promotions. Okay, so Bellator is, I think right now you say Bellator is number 2 when it comes to mixed martial arts after the UFC. So Page, who's 34, he knocked down Lima, who's 33, 3 times at the Wembley Arena, but he was dropped once himself, as he had a split decision on the judges' scorecard after 3 rounds. And he said he wanted a finish, but Lima was tough, and he understands why he has been a champion 3 times. So that's what happened in Bellator, and we'll see where it goes for him. We'll see what happens next in that promotion. It's Sports Fiesta, and it's live on 2.7 KFM Benin City. We are counting down to Brighton and Hove Albion taking on Arsenal. That match is coming up at 5:30. Yeah, we are looking forward to that. Already we've seen what's happened in this other matches, and so we'll see how things work out. And from the Samuel Ogumedia Stadium, we are also counting down to Edo Queens versus Rivers Angels. Maybe the final before the final, perhaps the biggest match in the competition so far. Edo Queens have been terrific. They've won all their 3 matches. Same with Rivers Angels in this competition. But as they say in boxing, somebody's O has got to go. That is when you have 2 undefeated fighters taking on each other. And right now, these 2 teams are undefeated. They've both played 3, they've won 3, they've not drawn any, they've not lost any. Okay, but today a winner must emerge. This is not a group game, it's knockout football, and if after 90 minutes there are no winners, then we'll have to go to penalties. But with women's football, yeah, I know that there are draws, but they are not something that happens all the time. You usually have goals. You usually see so much action in women's football, and we are hopeful that there will be goals in this match, and then maybe later we will have a winner, and hopefully it's going to be Edo Queens. For FC Bayelsa Queens now, they are guaranteed 3 million naira. Yeah, because even if they lose in the final, they get 3 million for finishing
in the third place
second. Yeah, no, they are in the final. They are in the final.
FC Rubo?
Bayelsa Queens.
Okay, Bayelsa
Queens are in the final.
Yes,
so they are guaranteed 3 million.
Yeah, they are guaranteed.
Win or lose,
which is good.
3 million.
But I'm sure they want to go for the ultimate.
So yeah, but Edo Queens too and Rivers Angels will try their best to see how to get to the final too, so that they too will at least be guaranteed 3 million. But once you're in the final, you will want to go for the
trophy
and
the yes.
5 million.
I'm also thinking maybe aloud that those persons who, of course, especially the chairperson of the Nigerian Women's Football League, talking about right of maybe could get a lecture from the deputy governor of Edo State on how he was able to woo the sponsors for this competition. At least it will help. You know, right now we don't have a sponsor for the Nigerian Women's Football League, and they go
even the Nigerian Professional Football League. Is it not just now that we hear that Bet Nigeria?
And then again, there is also something that we'll have to keep talking about. Remember that I think every year or every month, I can't remember which one, FIFA usually approves a particular amount of money for the development of women's football.
Yeah.
And then you ask yourself, where does that amount of money go to? You know, the NFF have enough to spend. I mean, if FIFA sends you money,
is it enough? Is it really? Let's be honest about it. Is it enough? Are we saying no? It's not. I'm sure they give this money to the clubs. That there have been times when they announce that okay, these clubs get this. They actually use the money, but the money is not enough. The money that FIFA brings for development of women's football is not enough. That's just the truth. It's not just in Nigeria. Everywhere, it's really not enough. Otherwise, the United States women's team will not be complaining about pay parity with their men's team all the time. All right. If you're a fan of Barcelona and you do not like Ronald Koeman, maybe you've got to just tune down the audio on your radio. Turn it down so that you don't hear what I'm about to tell you. The president of the club, Joan Laporta, says that Ronald Koeman will remain as the Barcelona manager and he deserves a margin of confidence. But again, if you've followed football closely, you know that once the president of the club or the board of a club starts saying that this manager has got our backing, he's got a vote of confidence, that's when the manager is about to be fired. But he said that he is in charge and he deserves a margin of confidence. However, if you believe Julian Belagwe, someone who knows Spanish football intimately, then it is all over for Ronald Koeman. He said no matter what happens, even if he wins the next couple of games, he is going to be fired. That's what
we even hear Laporta and Koeman don't see eye to eye. And
of course, we know that. We know it's not something that is hidden. If anything, is an open secret. But everybody knows that.
How their relationship broke down. But you know, the thing is this: when this new board came in, there was this rumor that they were going to do it with Ronald Koeman, but they decided to allow him continue for another 1 year, which is supposed to come to an end by the end of this season. But then you look at what has happened. Result is not coming. Barcelona are not heading in the right direction, and you know how it is. Barcelona are a prestigious club. They've got a DNA, just like you say, DNA. Barcelona, they have a DNA, and if you're not playing to their DNA, it's a problem. You know, you're not getting results. It's also another problem. You know, so they want somebody who will come in there, get results, and then play the Barca way of football. If you're not doing that, you have issues with first of all with the fans, and then secondly with the board members who, you know them. These guys are serial football administrators at Barcelona, and they understand what it means for you to be a part of FCB.
All right. He said that he has spoken to Koeman, and he can see that Koeman believes in the club and he's trying to achieve greatness with the club. So that's why they are giving him that opportunity to continue. Let me quote him. After talking to him, I can see he's got faith in the team. We spoke, and it's not true that we've got a tense relationship. It's good and honest. I think we both think the same. to turn things around. Well, if that was the case, you wonder why the agents, because he said that at one point, Ronald Koeman was told that, okay, you give me, I will decide on your case, but that's if I am unable to get someone who will take over from you. That was what we were told happened between them. Anyway, we'll see how things progress in the next couple of days and weeks, if it lasts that long. Well, there's an international break coming up, so at least maybe the next couple of weeks he will still be in charge. Okay, guys, time for us to go on another break, and when we return, we will be taking your calls. So please get set.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
Hey, say your body dey confirm with yo-yo bitters. You go dey wonder wetin e mean. Wetin e mean be say whether you dey take yo-yo bitters every day. Yo-yo bitters dey protection you against infections wey fit happen anytime. Na im be say you go dey take yo-yo bitters like food supplement abi medicine wey doctor give you. Na correct natural ingredients dey inside wey dey wash all yamayama. Ogbonge vitamins dey inside to help your body work well. E never finish o. Yo-yo bitters get minerals wey go boost your body immunity to fight sickness, disease and free radicals. Na im make am dey important to get yo-yo bitters for office, house and everywhere. Yo-yo bitters dey for liquid, gel plus including tablets. Make you quick go buy your own for pharmacy and medicine stores wey near you. Yo-yo bitters make you dey clean inside out.
Welcomes you back to school. Have a session filled with lots of fun and excitement. Stay safe, stay healthy. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Oga, don't finish your tire.
Kasali, I don't have cash with me. Let me give you hope.
Hope, okay.
Kasali, be coming down.
Oga, I don't land you. If like say you open account for me. Hey.
Darling, did you just open a Hope wallet for your vulcanizer?
Yes, that's how I pay all the workers at our building site. I pay them with their phone numbers so they can start transacting immediately. They don't even need an ATM or check.
You can create a Hope wallet account for any beneficiary from anywhere by transferring money to recipient phone number or simply dial *569*9#.
Darling, please let me stop over at that boutique. You don't have to come in. Don't worry, I will just impute your phone number.
Hope, succeed. Hope Bank always.
Do you know that following people without their consent is stalking and it's an offense? Don't be an offender. We give our consent for you to follow us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at KUFM Nigeria. On Instagram at KUFM Nigeria. On Twitter at KUFM Nigeria. Check out the latest pictures and videos and catch breaking news, entertainment gist, trending issues and happenings on social media by following us at KUFM Nigeria across the various platforms. KUFM, turn on excitement.
All right, welcome back to Saturday Sports Fiesta. It's live on 90.7 KFM Benin City. Okay, it's time to talk to you guys. So call us on 070-626-39275 or 090-3939-4427. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. Hello.
Hello, KUFM Sports. Good evening, Mr. Brian.
Yeah, Jude, welcome.
Good evening, Pastor and Mr. Agosa. Happy New Month, guys.
Yeah, same to you. Good evening.
Yes. I want to talk about Man United. I was listening when CJ was talking, and CJ just see my mind. He just picked my mind. Just very fast to say, these some people that are supporting Enugu and Sesha, if you have the reason it is qualifying matter for the Champions League. But I have a question for them. If Manchester United did not qualify for the Champions League, who do they expect to qualify before? Is it Southampton? Is it Crystal Palace? As a big club and as a huge club as Manchester United, it is one of their responsibilities to qualify for Champions League and also win trophies. So keep that image and to keep that name going. But what is only been a chance, I've not said it this way, I think these are that Jose is better than him. He has no credibility for Manchester United. It's just individual performance that is helping that club to win the Champions League. Right now, this season, Cristiano Ronaldo, we saw what he did in the Champions League, helping us to get the first series. He's very good tactical, he's very well tactical. I know that next week, without club football next week, it is dropping, we have to visit international break. What do you need to rest your players? As I tell you about it, everything that is small team. They are very strong. You have a good manager who is better than you all the time. And we are resting and we are letting our quality players all the way until they are resting them. And just in that if you give that man and that young guy a chance, he has proved that he has deserving to starting like that. He has refused to start in the game that they are playing. Always good for the bench. We will be from the bench. If I'm not mistaken. So when they are fresh, I don't know. You see that club. I don't know what the owner has seen the that are still keeping it. But what you see now, Manchester United fans forever. I've been spending my United. See how they say about Munich fans. Well done.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Victory, welcome.
Yeah. Firstly, for the best thing about the tournament, I say congratulations to Barista Queen. Even though many people thought Bruno Queen was able to get one over them, but these Barista Queens also defeated them in the FA Cup. So they now have to really beat Shadow Queens. And I wish Shadow Queens the best. I want to see them in the finals play Barista Queens, and I hope they win it like host and win. And for next match, really, I was very, very scared. I concluded we were going to draw this match. That was before those late goals came in. So I was really not myself listening to the analysis of it. What was wrong with this team? 2 matches for a draw again. I'm very happy they got more important 3 points. I mean, I'd like to know, was Mendy tested in the match? Like, he didn't make any serious saves.
Who?
Mendy.
No. It wasn't really tested like that you say he had to make some great save. No, he did not. It was even the goal was a penalty.
Okay, yeah. Nice one for the Saturday 2008. Any updates on Benjamin Mendy's issue?
Benjamin Mendy, no.
Okay, no updates yet.
Yeah, last time he is still being remanded in custody. The case is looking bad. The case is looking really, really bad for him.
Oh, wow. I just wish him the best anyway. Please tell me, Manager, I don't know, I'll call you coach if I can.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Victor, thank you. Hello.
Hello, good evening, all right, bro.
Yeah, don't tell us about that.
Yeah, CJ the mentioned good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
Although I don't see what the program in full, but I did very scared when they analyze about Chelsea. Most especially with the Southampton got the equalizer, I was really scared. Very scared that Chelsea, you don't need to draw this match. It's not going to be good for Chelsea. Finally, I know even though record or no record, I still believe that Chelsea is going to win the match. man. And as for Betty Obameki tournament, I think I will see the Queen to beat River, and I know that River and they are a very strong side, very strong side. I'm somehow scared for a good team, but I see it not for a good team. Sorry, but I see a good team winning that much and go on to play final with FC Robo Queen.
No, it's Bayelsa Queens.
Bayelsa Queens, sorry, FC Bayelsa Queens. So I think I will see a very great final there. And as for Man U dropping points, it's a good one. Although like Man U, Man City and Liverpool, I don't want to draw in that match. Let me say a draw. A draw is very good for Chelsea. Draw very good unless Man City win. If Liverpool win, I think we are coming back to second position. So I think I wish them all the best. Let me carry one on the and blue is the color. And also AJ Alpha is injury. I've not heard anything from him since then.
Which AJ? Anthony Joshua?
Anthony Joshua now.
What do you mean is injury?
I thought it's sustained injury now.
It was on the eye, and the manager said his promoter said he suspected that he suffered a broken eye socket, but he's back. He will just take some time off to recover fully. That's what they do. Even if you win, you will usually take some time off, and then he will be in the gym. He didn't suffer any permanent injuries.
Anyway, thank you for that. I want him to reach the ring match. And before the ring match, he should try and come down to Nigeria again and come and strengthen himself before going back to play his game. Because I know that he's going to play his game. He needs to first and to play. Thank you.
That's fortification.
Yeah, to come to Nigeria, recharge, and then just
himself.
I don't know, Buku.
According to that, one blow is good night.
Hello, good evening, brother.
Yeah, welcome.
Good evening, TJ.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And that was something.
Thank you very much for the good work you guys are doing over there.
Thank you.
I just want to speak about the Manchester United. It's very, very unfortunate that we are having only at the stage of Man United for now. The problem with Manchester United is that we have the player that can really deliver it. But unfortunately, the coach we are having presently cannot really have made those players together and give us a better result. And I know fully it will take time. Very soon, only we should be picked out from that thing. We need a sound food. We need a sound food. In fact, we don't even need the type of football we are playing these days. If we get a result fast, I think for me personally, I believe Manchester United as a team is bigger than only. Only to go and manage this championship team, not a club like Manchester United. But if we think that being a legend of Manchester United, nothing else will happen. If you don't have for Lampard, what happens in Manchester? Thank
you. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Okay. Let's see. Keep those calls coming. 070-6263-9075, 090-3939-4427, 081-2178-9154.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
TJ, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
That in our take today in our collect.
Huh?
It's an EA controversy coming from the name.
Sorry?
I said it's EAJ, also known as controversy, calling from the name.
Okay, your name is controversy. Okay.
Yeah.
You
so I said in our collect today.
Who be you now?
Doko, the insurance, you are supposed to understand.
Okay. I understand. Our home, now we dey home.
Now we get here. Now we dey home.
Okay.
The big person join home now.
Make we see what's going to happen now.
And speaking of Robo Queens, this attitude has always been with them. If they meet their mates, they know they see the win. Why? Yeah, it happens even for the normal NWSL. And now this friendly game. Before in the group stage, now when they meet, they equate. Sorry to use that word. They destroy them. Now they meet their mates, and wasn't encouraging. Their play wasn't encouraging. I live close to stadium actually, so but it's raining heavily here. Every downpour for right here at the Kewaru close to stadium.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe they're looking, they'll play under the rain, or maybe they will postpone the match. Maybe 8 o'clock. That's the new floodlights. I don't know.
Yeah, even at 6, they usually put on floodlights. So we'll see what happens. They have to play that semi-final today because it will not be good to say they have to play.
They are ready. Even I thought they are the Queens now when they were transported into the stadium, because I live very close to the stadium. And then I just decided them putting on their head and everything. The other thing government has tried. We tried on the Queens and donation. We tried. Thank you. Don't now collect the show. No collect.
Where are you from?
Me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm from Abada. Invest my.
Oh, okay. Okay, you are from Abia State.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where do you live in Benin?
Yeah, just very close to the road.
Okay. I'm trying to get the contact of your landlord and everything. For not supporting Edo. Okay. Hello.
I come with this.
Yeah, Barcelona.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Mr. Gustav, Cedric, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, welcome.
My dad, I will not talk to my president just yet. Due to the day-to-day mind, with Nakoma, we are not going anywhere. Anyway, God, why are you record? Please, in the third part of KFM, if you want to call on this show, try and give me quiet place, I beg. When you're in a noisy place, it's really disturbing. We can't hear it clearly, and the communication will not just go well. And they just said that try and be in a quiet place. They play me Barcelona, Zlatan Ibrahimovic song, Messi song, and AC Milan. Thank you.
All right. We don't have Zlatan Ibrahimovic song, but I think the others we can do for you. 070-6063-975, 09039394427, 08121789154, and you send your text to 08074009076. Hello.
Hello, guys. Good evening.
Yeah, Danjuma, welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Danjuma.
Good evening.
Danjuma, good evening.
Like at the end of the talker, the noise you now want to start. You see what happened to noise for this afternoon message. At the end of the talker, no money for the ready. If this one are only the other one to take as their coach, you know what at the end of the talker. Because you see, when you have to be the person you need to the practice, they don't give a practice, they start to be more for money. And the fact is not cool. The current Adriana Jenna go out their things around as telling you now before that. 2 years, you need to do anything. Leave the fact and before they start to be new, not building your own choices that things may do. If a Chelsea can't go to the new people to do, they because they stress so many of us. At the end of the day, we see it not in a winner. Because it is difficult to do. As you don't see there, because they are closer to Chelsea and to the winner at the Chelsea form. So you pay me my leader. Oh, bless you.
Thank you. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Tim, calling from local government.
Okay.
I just want to talk about the conversation. This is just a right sign that Manchester United management to start a conversation because it can't give us anything at the end of the season. They said maybe we are just we'll take one the fight for the family. Because if you even look at our 3 system now, we are going to play Leicester City away, play Liverpool and Man City. I'm not even sure things are going to survive this year. So the only Manchester United management is just starting at this time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so if we can take a couple of more calls before we go on a break, and then we'll look at your messages. 07062639075. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good evening, gentlemen of the press.
Yeah, good evening. Is this Thomas?
I'm proud of it.
We stand up to salute you, sir.
That sir.
God will bless all of you now. I've been listening to you every time.
Yes, sir.
To me, the Manchester United boss is such a coach that can lead them to anywhere. I strongly believe that the earlier it will be better for the club. And I thank the organizers of this female team because they are improving by every month. Although I've lost since they left Agbo Park now, I feel it difficult to go and work them next year.
Okay.
So I've lost the excitement.
Okay.
I pray that God will continue to use us, the organizers, the pressmen, and all the supporters in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Can you play me victory items?
Which one?
Victory items.
Victory?
Yes.
Which one is victory?
That lady who is always who is an intelligent
Victory. Okay, victory. What she normally demands for is Muhammad Ali's poetry.
I want her own personal anthem.
No, she doesn't have a personal anthem.
God bless.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Except if we play our Akari song, that's a sign of a victory. Hey, maybe that's that. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Evening, good time, Marshall.
Good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
James from Jerry.
Go on.
For Edo Queens, they've done well for the tournament so far. But I think this will be the end of the road for them. Because they are meeting the bigger side this time around, which are able to be the Rivers Angels.
Have you watched Edo Queens and Rivers Angels play in this competition? Have you watched both of them, or have you watched any one of them?
No, I've not.
Okay.
But for Rivers Angels, I know what they are capable of doing, and I believe at the end of the day, Rivers Angels will go to the final, and not just going to the final. We are taking the cup home.
Oh, okay. You are from Rivers State.
I'm from Rivers State, yes. So I'm going to support my own.
Okay. Where are you based in Benin?
In Jerry.
Okay. You own the house there, or you rent?
I rent.
Okay. Get in touch with your landlord. They are giving you a quick notice to leave Benin.
So I don't know if you have a Rivers Angels out there.
No, we don't.
Okay.
The women's team, we don't have the anthem. I think it's Rivers. Does Rivers United have?
But if you have the Rivers United anthem, put it for me. I also have no anthem. Thank you very much.
Let's see if we can get that. Okay. Thank you. What do we have Rivers United anthem?
Yeah, but it's not here. But I'm sure we'll have it because I've listened to it before.
Okay. If it's available, I think we should. Yeah, we have it. We have Rivers United. Yes. There's most of the local clubs anthems we requested for them, and those that have released theirs, we have them. Okay. All right, guys, let's go on a break. When we return, we'll look at your text messages, and then we'll play your anthems.
Milo! Hello! Give me Milo, please. 2 sachets. Okay, oh. Are you sure you don't want to try something else? This something else, does it have Active Go? Active K. Active Go, that mix of protobolt, minerals, and vitamins. Proto what? Look, it's okay. Just give me my Milo because things that I buy for my kids, I don't compromise one bit.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go with the goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that your complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Hello, business owners and service providers. Your station of choice, KUFM 92.7 Benin City, is out with another bumper offer. Introducing KU Awoof Market. We are giving huge discounts on adverts at specific times of the day. That means you don't have any reason not to let the world know about your products and services. Because no matter the size of your pocket, KUFM has got you covered. For inquiries, please call 0703 805 0243 or 0807 401 4147. Hurry now and take advantage of this wonderful offer to advertise your goods and services on KUFM at mouth-watering discounts. KU Awoof Market gives you massive exposure with the station's wide reach across its terrestrial and online platforms at lower rates. KUFM, your business growth partner.
All right, welcome back to Saturday Sports Fiesta. Okay, okay, let's see. Let's do just one more call, then we'll look at the text messages. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir, Mr. Ibrahim Fulani Abuela.
Okay, great to have you, Fulani.
Good evening, my brother in the house.
Yeah, good evening.
I wonder, everybody is entitled to his own opinion. People just think that Duke will just go to sleep and allow Rivers Angels to beat them and go with the 5 million. I want to say that 5 million belongs to Edo Queen. We've arrested that 5 million and we put it in our jail. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Fulani Aguele. All right, let's look at the text messages.
Okay, let's look at the text messages. We've got this one. This one says, "Good evening, sports gods. Congrats to Bayelsa Queens for winning their match. I hope Edo Queens wins their semi-final game. It's a very big fan of women's football. I would have loved to watch the game tomorrow, but I heard it will be to take place. I think he's talking about the time of the game. It's 6 p.m. So I won't be able to watch the game. But I wish Edo Queens all the best. Oga Ibrahim, did that 10-year-old girl play for Robo today? Elvis from Yobo?
I don't know.
We're not sure because we didn't see the game.
I doubt. She didn't play yesterday when they had their last game. She played the second game when they were, I think they were 4-0 up at that point when they brought her on. But when they had to play the last game against Rivers Angels, they didn't play her, and I doubt if they played her today also.
Alright, okay, Ibrahim, please, how do we sack OGS from Observer? Maybe we'll have to carry placards to Manchester to say Ole must go. Alright, credit to the Saints. They made Chelsea walk their socks off. Brilliant game. Werner scored 2. He said Werner scored 2 one. Okay, maybe he's trying to talk about the one that's the goal that was disallowed. I'm heading to the second international break, having already played Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Spurs. Top of the table. Something really special is about to happen this season. Ernest from Sapole. Ernest, I'm just trying to make a lot of sense from your message. Good evening, sports crew. Ole is to blame for the draw. Why bench our best players, knowing as the international break next week? Man United did a good. It says Man United need a good tactician. DK the Prince from USA. It may be correct. Good evening, the real sports gentlemen. Ibrahim, please, when is the Best Basiki final going to be played? Time and venue. Hope to see Edo Queens at the final. Also,
that's tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Okay. Good evening, guys. I am live at the Savile Women's Stadium, where Bayelsa Queens has just won the semi-final match 3-1. I was actually rooting for FC Rubber Queens to win the match. I wish Edo Queens victory in the second semi-final match. I am the king of boxing ring, Israel. All right, thank you for that message. Okay, Ibrahim, if the video assistant referee can call back play to check a foul after a goal had been scored, why did they do it when? Okay, he's actually asking why they didn't do it when Manchester United played Wolves in the incident leading to their goal. MC Eddie.
They did. They actually checked it and VAR didn't give it. They did. They checked it after.
Alright, good evening, sir. Please, what time is tomorrow's third place match and the final? Thanks, Tony from Aduwawa.
I think they said the third place match is 4 p.m. Then the final is going to be at 6 p.m. or maybe 3 p.m. Yeah, but both matches are tomorrow.
Alright, good day, KU. Okay, very surprised to see Miss Soro. Okay, to bring for. I'm just trying to. Okay, Kes from Aduawa, your message is a bit disjointed. I'm trying to bring it together, but it's not working. Alright, we'll just take the last one here. Greetings, sirs. Congratulations to Bayelsa Queens for making it to the final, and I wish Edo Queens all the best in their ongoing games. I also wish my team, Real Madrid, all the very best in their game tomorrow. I hope they can bounce back from their defeat in midweek. This is coming from Hassan, University of Benin Obawa. Thank you, Hassan, for this message. And I think that's all.
Okay. Let's see if we can take a couple of messages before we start playing your requests. I don't know if I can even remember everything that was requested for. 07062639275 09039394427 and 08121789154. Those are the numbers that you can call us on. Okay, trying to see. All right. Hello. Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good to have you.
My name is I'm calling from Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to wish
Edo Queens. They have to win today. They have to win today first.
They have to win today.
Yeah, and then
they are playing against Rivers.
Yes, they are playing Rivers Angels.
I know it's not going to be easy because Angels is not with sugar. But I just play with the spirit of the unity. So we will so that we can utilize if it's only 1-0. Okay. You can let us know apart the ball like just Marino. So I'm going to the seller tomorrow because there are at least 3 million or 5 million.
Yes,
that is up for that. I'm crying for Manchester United. I don't really know what is wrong with them. I don't know what is happening. I just try to kick off after this international break. Then for my match tomorrow, Liverpool. I pray for the best thing. I pray for the Liverpool spirit to be in the outfit tomorrow. So we need the 12th man, which is our supporter, to be with us tomorrow. So we can run that game tomorrow. Don't forget to take me Liverpool out. Thank you. Good evening.
All right. So right now it's Brighton and Hove Albion versus Arsenal. 26 minutes of action. Brighton and Hove Albion nil. Arsenal nil. That's what is going on. It's been an intriguing encounter so far. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
Good evening. Welcome.
Hello.
Okay. Apparently you can't hear us. We can hear you. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, this is Omo from Mopawa.
I'm great to have you.
Okay. Now, I want to say that before now, one intends to rate the Spanish league above other leagues like the French league, the Italian league, and apart from the Premiership. But I want to ask you, with the way things are going in this Spanish league now, if you want to rate the Spanish league, where will you place them now? With the way things are going now?
I think, honestly, they will be third after, because, third after the English Premier League and after the German Bundesliga. Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I put it.
Thank you.
Okay. Because Cristiano Ronaldo is no longer at Real Madrid, so Real Madrid is not what they used to be. Lionel Messi no longer at Barcelona, definitely not what they used to be. So I think for now, I would say the German Bundesliga is better. I don't think any. Well, they just even played recently now in the Champions League. We saw Bayern Munich versus Barcelona at Camp Nou, and it was 3-0, right?
It's like
3-0.
Football hard.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
Yeah, this is Thomas Toko calling from Benin here.
Okay, well done. Your boys won 3-1.
Yes, I want to congratulate Thomas Toko, myself, and the entire KC fans. And then, I want to ask question. That number 14, Chalobre, that boy is from Academy, come arena for you.
It's from the Chelsea Academy. He even had an elder brother, Nathan Chaloba, who also played for Chelsea, but has moved on.
Again, I want to talk concerning Man U. Since you Alex Ferguson leave Man U, Man U never really balance like that. I don't know if you guys now player you do not get happy.
Well, since Arsene Wenger leave Arsenal, they don't balance. Okay. All right, we can tell you from basketball that Stanley Gumut, he has won the election and for the players representative into the board of the Basketball Federation. He said it's a landslide victory of 25 to 12. It's 25 to 12 landslide. Okay. To become the next players rep after Ejike Ugbaja. Okay, that's what we hear. It's happening. There were issues before,
currently, it looks like they're counting the votes for the presidents, and somebody's leading. We'll just confirm.
All right, wait and see.
Hopefully, maybe by Monday.
Yeah, we'll tell you who is the new president of the Basketball Federation. They usually have some serious issues, and we hope this time everybody will accept that and just say, okay, this is our president. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you. Wish we could do more, but this is where we've got to say goodbye. So thank you very much for listening to us all the way from 3:30 p.m. My name is Saliu Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Cindy the Maestro and Ego Sagwe and the Sports Maestro. We'll see you on Monday at 8 a.m. on a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. Bye-bye.